I sailed for a few days. El Perito had provided me with abundance of food and wares for my journey. The only thing I had to contend with was the boredom. The boat had finally docked on the beach. I walked up the beach to a local fishing town. I talked to several locals. One villager told me about her. I warned them until I found him stabbing crabs with a sharpened stick. After a bit of persuasion and a jug of sake, he told me a tale. He informed me that he wasn't always known as the Hermit. In fact, he used to be known as Zui Hao, which was Pingonese for the best. At least that's what I translated. My Pingonese was rough. That was not his real name either, but he wasn't the most pleasant, so I didn't pry. He told me how he attained his title.
I was a young child back in the village. And all I ever dreamed about being a great martial artist. However, my skills needed work, and Yashi, as well as the other kids, would regularly beat me up. I took a punch to the face. The other kids laughed. As Shaji goaded me,
Get up!
I refused to get up. I just cried.
Pathetic.
Shaji turned to the other kids.
Come on, the weakling doesn't want to fight anymore.
The other kids walked away, laughing. While I laid on the ground, crying. Once I finished crying, I walked the village alone, as I always did. I looked into the night sky and saw a shooting star. I made a pledge.
I swear, I will be the greatest martial artist in all of Pearl.
That was the beginning of my quest. I tried Dage, the village drunk. I found him stumbling through the village. Despite his reliance on drink, he was quite a martial artist. I had to see if he would train me. I walked up to him with a big smile on my face.
Greetings, Master Dage.
I had made the mistake of surprising Dage, one of his drunken students,
Ah, who goes there?
and I caught several punches. To my smiling face, I dragged myself home. Swearing that I would find a master that wasn't Dage. As I grew into a man, so did my desire to become a great martial artist. A monastery had been built on the outskirts of the village. I knew monks trained in the martial arts. I would find a perfect teacher there. I knocked on the door to the gate of the monastery. The gate opened. I stood up, tall and proud, ready to be embraced by my new master and my fellow students. A monk peeked his head out behind the gate door. A monk peeked his head out from behind the gate.
Can I help you?
I smiled at the monk. I am here to join the monastery. The monk nodded.
Oh,
The monk shook his head.
no.
I was taken aback.
What?
Goodbye.
But I...
The gate door slammed in my face. I stared at that door in shock. I was so distraught from the rejection that I made my way home. I climbed a mountain on the outskirts of town. I had made my home in a cave there. I had gotten halfway up to my cave when I noticed something looking down from my perch. I could see the monks training in the monastery's courtyard. I just watched as they drilled punches and kicks. It filled my heart with sadness until I realized something. I could see them, they couldn't see me. I started my training at moment. I managed to train with the monks for months until I awoke in my cave with a smile. I ran to my training spot. When I got there, I found Sifu Ganju waiting for me.
Sifu Pianju?
I bowed to show my respect.
You honor me with your presence.
The Sifu smiled at me.
You honor me by enjoying my training.
I laughed nervously.
I am sorry, Sifu. I just really wanted to learn and...
The Sifu held up his hand to silence me.
I understand.
You do?
Of course. I've seen it so many times in so many young faces, eager to learn the art. I am curious.
Sifu Ganju got into a fighting stance.
What have you learned so far?
I was surprised by the Sifu's sudden stance
Sir,
and the kick to my head. I really don't remember much after the beating I received. I just remember being on the ground. I laid on the ground, battered and broken, as Sifu Ganju stood over me.
You need to understand. I make my living teaching the art to rich children. I've come to expect a certain lifestyle in payment. You have stolen from me. Lucky for you, I am not that petty and cruel. So consider this a warning.
He knelt down and whispered in my ear.
But try it again, and I will end you.
He gave me a pat on the face
Glad we had this talk.
and walked off. From that moment on, I stopped looking for a master and decided to be my own mentor. I acquired many scrolls on the art, and all my training consisted of challenging others. And winning some of them. Life was my sensei, and it would give me my ultimate test before I knew it. I was walking through town to get supplies when I noticed people running by.
huh?
Naturally, I had to investigate. I noticed a crowd gathered at the beach. I pushed my way through the crowd to see what the commotion was about. I made my way to the front of the crowd, where I saw Lao Nie, the hermit of the beach, fighting a challenge. Lao Nie is the Congolese word for old age. That was his name to his crowd nature. You'll see, Lao Nie was one of the least crowd people known as the hermit. They were such isolated creatures that they would never tell anyone their real name, not even giving up that of their race. They were naturally skilled, able to defeat any opponent, and I smiled to myself as the old crab man sounded
Oof!
sending the would-be champion to the ground. I really take me seriously. After the crowd dispersed, I followed the old crab man. It was night as I followed the old crab man back to his home. I followed him quietly, saw his old ears. Do crab people have ears? Anyway, wouldn't hear me. I had stepped on a pile of seashells. I stopped in my tracks as I watched the old crab man stop. I quickly jumped behind a nearby rock and hid for a moment. I didn't hear anything from the old crab man, so I peeked around the rock to find he was gone.
What the?
Why are you following me?
I spun around to see that Lao Nie was standing behind me. I don't know how he got there, but it didn't matter. I couldn't lose my composure.
I have come to challenge you, venerable one.
Another one of you? Don't you have anything better to do?
I stood up to him with my chest puffed out with pride.
I have trained myself my entire life to fight such a master.
Really?
I nodded.
Yes.
That's sad.
I was taken aback.
What?
Lao Nie shook his head at me and laughed.
I mean, come on, boy. Haven't you learned a trade? Haven't you ever kissed a girl? Haven't you had a life, boy?
I have devoted my life to the fighting arts and...
And you need to prove you are the best. Yes. I've heard this before.
I got into a fighting stance.
Then let's skip the conversation and fight.
Lao Nie stared at me for a moment before saying
No.
and walked away from me.
What?
I watched the old crab man walk away in shock. I would not be shamed to be ignored by that old crab. He would fight me. I would see to that. I just had to persuade him. I just had to persuade him. Lao Nie was in the ocean, grabbing fish from the bottom. And threw the fish into a sack. He turned around with a smile of satisfaction on his face, which faded when he saw me open his fish sack.
No!
I smiled. I stared him in his eyes as I emptied his bag. Tossed the bag aside and dusted off my hands.
Fight me!
Down he scared, but walked away. I was furious.
Ugh!
I wouldn't give up. I wouldn't give up. Now he was using his claws to trim upon sight. The old crab man stepped back to admire. He smiled at the fine job he did. His smile faded as I admired his work.
Nice job.
Then I proceeded to pick the pot one side.
Yeah!
It went sailing through the air till it crashed into the rock. Down he stared at the broken pot and the monster beside him. He turned his attention back to me. I cracked my knuckles with a cocky smile on my face. Got myself in a fighting stance.
Fight me!
The old crab man merely stared at me and walked away again.
Ugh!
I would not be denied. I would have my fight. Lao Nie was in his cave, decorating it with seashells and pretty stones he found. Lao Nie stepped back and admired his work.
Now to get some food.
He left his cave without realizing that I was watching. I walked in to see Lao Nie's decorating job. I cracked my knuckles before I decided to add my own touch. I watched as the old crab man entered his cave. Lao Nie looked at my work in shock. I had rearranged his shells and pretty rocks to re-fight me.
Fine. Do you hear me? I'll give you your damn fight.
I was still hiding close by, so I heard the old crab man accept my challenge.
Finally!
Night had fallen over the beach. I waited for my opponent on the beach. I was getting annoyed, thinking he wouldn't show, until I saw him scuttling towards me.
I thought you would never come. I thought you would be too scared.
Can we just get this over with?
Gladly.
I charged towards the old crab man, and with all my might, I delivered a punch to the old crab man's chest, and was shocked as the blow had no effect on him.
Huh?
He just stared at me.
That's it?
I was speechless. Lao Nie shook his head.
Pathetic.
His eyes stopped, stared right into my eyes, as a vicious smile crossed his face.
This is how you do it.
Lao Nie raised his claw into the air with a cackling laugh, and much to my confusion,
What are you?
with a lightning quickness, he plunged his claw into his own chest. I stared in shock as the old crab man started to fall.
No!
I ran and caught my opponent before he hit the ground, as if he were an old friend. Although I wanted this fight, I was distraught.
Why? Why would you do this?
Lao Nie looked up at me with his dying eyes stalks.
I wanted you to understand what being the best is.
I shook my head in confusion.
I did not beat you.
I know that. You know that. No one else knows that.
But your reputation.
Reputation? I don't care about reputation. I just wanted you stupid humans to leave me alone. Now you will.
I could only stare at the dying old crab man in confusion.
Thank you.
The old crab man broke into laughter as he shook his head.
You dumb boy. I didn't do you a favor. This is revenge.
I thought I couldn't be more confused. I was wrong.
What?
With one final laugh and a few words,
You'll see.
he died in my arms. I buried my friend by his cave. I awoke the next day. I had moved into my opponent's old home.
Zui Hao Dee.
I exited my new home.
Oh,
As I saw Goal 9 of the challenge, the lead challenger pointed at me with intensity in his eyes.
I am here to challenge the champion.
I now I was filled with rage and fear. My new position in life.
I had bid Mr. Zhao Hao Dee a goodbye and made my way to the border country of